On this episode, she's gonna tell you how to vlog like a boss.
Yes, I am.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Carlos here. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk. We are at the Social Media Marketing World 2017, and next to me is Amy Schmittauer, author of Vlog Like a Boss. Amy, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Oh my gosh, I love this show. I can't believe I actually get to be on it now. This is fantastic. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you for joining me. So we're here at Social Media Marketing World 2017 at the San Diego Convention Center, and you just came out with your first book, which is called Vlog Like a Boss.
Yep, that's exactly right.
So let's jump right into it. Where did you get the inspiration for Vlog Like a Boss?
I've just been doing it. I mean, the inspiration just came from vlogging. I've been creating videos since 2007, so it's a really long time. I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary on YouTube, and it's like been a long time, and I've been doing it like a boss. So I wrote the book because people asked for it. It's fascinating, right? Because I made a book about video. Like, that's weird. Like, that makes no sense, but it's because people asked for it. So that's the inspiration. When people ask you for a product, you give it to them.
It makes perfect sense, though, because what a lot of folks don't know, and you might not know this, is you've actually served as an inspiration and a mentor from afar for me, hence why I'm creating this content on YouTube and why I've started to double down on YouTube.
That's great. I appreciate that. I mean, like, it's so fun to hear that because the people that are the doers, like you, they see what to do and they watch and they learn the craft. It's not just about listening to what people are saying, it's about watching what they're doing and going after that, and I just love that. I think you're doing a great job of that, so thank you for saying that and any hand in that. That's so cool.
Let's go ahead and jump into the context of the book, or the content of the book.
Yeah.
So what can someone who is a aspiring content creator or someone that wants to just dominate YouTube, what can they learn from Vlog Like a Boss?
Oh, I mean, it's a manual, start to finish. If you have any inclination that you want to make video in any capacity, if you start reading that book, you'll know you want to do it and you're motivated to do it if you get started right away. I mean, you'll be learning from the first couple of chapters, so it's a manual for success. Setting up strategy, planning your programming, what's the formula for a great video, how do you collaborate and promote effectively. It is a guide. I mean, I'm practical is basically my middle name, so I had to deliver that because that's what I do in video form, and that's what I had to do in this book.
Now, you said you've been on YouTube since 2007, is that correct?
That's when I joined for the first time.
Okay, so YouTube since 2007, you've created a lot of tutorial video content leading up to the launch of your book. You created daily vlog style content. Let me ask you a question, what do you prefer more?
Oh, that's a good question. I think because I just like to get stuff done, like I love tutorials because I'm like, I get to deliver, I get to say what I know, I get to show you how to do it, and I think there's a lot of value in that, but the daily vlog style is what people crave because it's more of show to tell instead of just tell to tell. And show to tell is really cool because you get this opportunity to let people in to see what life is really like for you and what behind the scenes really looks like, what glamorous really looks like, and that's something that people crave to see because they think they really can't get it anywhere else, which most of the time is true.
So from what I see is there's a couple of different strategies for YouTube. You can either document your life, you can vlog, or you can teach people how to do things. For someone out there that's looking to go ahead and double down on YouTube and wants to grow their following, is there a linear path? And what I mean by that is, should they be going down one path of teaching? Should they go ahead and document, or should they do both?
I think you need to do both because I think they're both extremely important. Documentation is very important because right now you have to keep attention, and it's really tough to get attention. Although talking head can be extremely valuable because of what you're saying, you have to keep the eyes moving, otherwise you're going to lose them. So documentation is huge because it adds an element of, even if you are having a very, like, let me sit down and tell you something kind of moment, if you can show part of that, that's where documentation comes in really handy. So it could just be B-roll for a story, or it could be actually just documenting something. Like the last video I did was my trip to Phoenix, and I always tell people always publish, and I thought for a hot minute I wasn't going to publish that video because I was like,
what do you mean by
just okay?
Well, what do you mean by always publish? Like, even if the content
Always
isn't good from your perspective, you should still
always
push it out.
Period.
Okay.
Because if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have so many videos. I wouldn't have impact. I wouldn't have a journey for people to see. I wrote a book called Vlog Like a Boss, and the people that were like, I think I can do it. If she's saying I can do it, and I'm getting the manual, cool. they go back and watch my first videos. And as mortifying as they might be for me, it's meta though. I get gratitude out of that because they go see it and they're like, okay, that's what she was like at the beginning.
Yes.
Well, all right, then I'm gonna try it too because I left that there so that you can see like it wasn't always perfect.
Right.
I didn't have the perfect lighting. I didn't have a fancy camera. I didn't have all this stuff going on. I just did it. I didn't buy a DSLR grade camera until episode 165, and that's a long time.
I know, I'm about 300 videos in on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel, Carlos Gil TV, in 2014 as a daily vlog, and I go back and I look at how I looked, how I sounded. It was like totally off-brand for me. And I'll tell you what, like I've even thought about going through and maybe deleting some of those older videos. But then I think about it's a library, right? It shows your journey, it shows your progression.
Videos are going to help you over the long term. I mean, think about podcasters could do the same thing. They sound terrible in episode 1, but episode 500, they're amazing.
Right.
If you're going to delete episode 1, it doesn't matter because on YouTube, we have this amazing luxury that piece of content is going to live for years. Some of the best videos bringing in highest traffic on my channel right now are 4 or 5 years old. And that's huge. Like, I hate them. I don't like anything about how I did it, but it's useful.
Right.
And it's searched for, and it shows up on the front page of Google. I'm going to delete that? No.
Can I tell you what's the most viewed video on my channel right now?
What is it?
With over 1 million views?
What?
It is Frozen on Ice.
Yeah, that
I took my daughter
That's not good.
3 years ago to see Frozen on Ice. And it has like 1.5 million views.
Disney's got a lot going for them on the internet. But so I think the key is if you're in a situation where you're like, do I need to delete it? It's kind of hard to part with a video like that because you're like, oh, I don't understand. But it may be off brand a little bit, but it's like, is it helping people? Is it helping people discover you? And is it somewhat aligned in a way like you're a family guy?
Right.
There's a way that somebody can find you in that way and go like, oh, here's this guy. He seems pretty cool, and I'm learning some things from him. So they found you through that big deal. I always say if it's helping the audience that you're trying to attract, leave it up.
Now let's talk about like the diversity in channels. So for example, here on my YouTube channel, I have everything from travel guide videos when my wife and I go out and about on a vacation. I do a vlog around the trip. So now there's like 30 of those videos on playlists. There's Real Talk, there's Hustle Diaries. There's like different genres within one channel. Would you say that someone like myself who's creating different genres of content should have multiple channels, or should everything be contained in one?
I think everything should be on one. We just have too much functionality on YouTube these days for you to be like spreading yourself thin across channels, because you have to set yourself up for success, for the momentum of a channel to grow so that everything is fruitful. If the content helps the same person, if you're one person who subscribes to the channel that you focus on every time you make a piece of content, if it helps them, it goes on the same channel, period. If it's something that benefits something that's completely separate and it's not the same and it's not a part of your personal brand, then it doesn't go. But there should not be any rules in 2017 of what's acceptable to be in your portfolio of a personal brand. We are humans, we have layers, Shrek is another Disney thing I guess came to mind. But it's like, if travel and family and entrepreneurship and social media and all these things are a part of you, then that is your personal brand. You can talk about all of those things on the same channel. If the goal of the channel and the demo following the channel, the reason for the channel changes and you need to have a second one, then that's fine. But I don't think it's a good idea at all because we have to work so hard to make the momentum of one channel move. You should not be spreading yourself apart saying, well, now I'm over here on Carlos Gil 2, so make sure you watch this video, then that video's getting some play, and then it's like, oh, well, this channel's not. You should be pumping that energy into one, because by attracting somebody to YouTube to watch a video, YouTube is seeing that you are bringing traffic to the platform. You get that credit as a channel, not just as a video. So the channel's bringing the traffic to the platform. That means all of the other content that you've got going for you is going to pay off. So if you're spreading that across multiple channels, then you're not helping maybe your main presence or the one that you were really trying to grow. I think people just spread themselves thin. They romanticize like what are all these things and they have to be separate. And they don't need to be separate. It's one brand.
Let's talk about romanticism. So let's speak to the folks that are just getting started. I often say getting started is the hardest thing. Just getting your feet up off the ground and creating content. So should someone be thinking about the aesthetics of their channel in terms of thumbnails? Should they be thinking about growth? Should they be thinking about things like lighting, equipment?
They should be thinking about those things, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Actually, a really good example of the fact that people are thinking about deleting their videos on YouTube. you are dealing with two things when someone decides to watch a video: the title and the thumbnail. A photo decides if someone's going to watch a video. If the photo is indicative of where your brand used to be, or your old logo, or how I used to do video, then change the photo.
Right.
You don't have to delete the video.
Right.
You can align the portfolio of thumbnails that people see when they arrive on the channel and make it look like it's cohesive without having to delete old content and ruining your archives. So yes, you should absolutely be thinking about thumbnail, because we live in a world that's very much like the Instagram magazine, right?
Right.
People want to go to a profile and feel like they get the gist of it right off the bat and not feel very broken. The same should be for a YouTube portfolio, which is your thumbnails. So you need to think about all that stuff, but the technical stuff of video will come. You don't have to buy a light, go stand in front of a window. You don't have to buy a camera, use your smartphone. I mean, it's 2017. You don't have the same problems for video that I had 10 years ago. Like, you just don't. So don't create them. Stop creating problems you don't have. You know, if it's too echoey, go to a room that has carpet that's a little bit smaller. You don't have to buy a mic if you can't do it, but get the message out, period.
Woo.
That's it.
You're on fire.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
I'm real on fire about the equipment conversation, that's for sure.
Amy, before we wrap up, I would be remiss if I don't talk about your hidden talents. So,
of course.
So Amy has a hidden talent, which is
But wait, there's more.
There is more. She sings.
I mean,
You created some music videos around.
It's a fun thing.
Around your book launch.
I did.
Around Gary V.
I did.
And the Ask Gary V book.
I had one before that, actually, for Gary.
Okay.
Did you hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
So you should read the introduction of my book.
Okay.
So it's a good story.
Touché.
It's a good story. You know how he does that 8-hour live stream?
Yes.
I was on the one for Jab, 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 Right Hook, and long story short, I asked him a good question. I finagled a way to buy enough books to take him to the airport because he had a speaking engagement in Columbus. And we didn't have Uber in Columbus in 2013. So I think it was 2013. So I bought enough books to be his ride to the airport. I took him to the airport, and he left such an impact on me. It was a 7-minute ride, and he left an impact on me. It was crazy. And of course, we know why now, because it doesn't take long with Gary. But I was just like, you know, thank you, Gary. I'll review your book. Thank you so much. I didn't get an advance copy. I ordered it like everybody else, got it in the mail. And I read Jab, 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 Right Hook, and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. I'm going to review this, but everyone and their mom is reviewing this book right now. Like, I want it to be different. And it was the holidays, so I was listening to my favorite holiday tune, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. And I changed the words, and I made it about Jab, 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 Right Hook. And I did a musical book review. And I shared that video on Twitter, and it was like just like any other day. And Gary got a hold of it and lost his mind and tweeted it, and Facebook shared it and tweeted it again, and it was crazy awesome. And that was really the beginning of our relationship, where he came to
That's
me.
the story of Hustle.
He came to me for Ask Gary V. He's like, you gonna do another one? And I was like, oh jeez, I gotta write
Now,
another
correct me if I'm wrong, Gary wrote the foreword.
No, he didn't write. He wrote a testimonial on the front cover. Yeah.
Testimonial from Gary V. There's people clapping right now.
Real talk.
That's real talk.
Real clap.
So Gary wrote a testimonial for your book, which is huge because a lot of folks I'm sure that follow you also follow Gary, all because you literally invested money buying books to have 7 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
I think people forget that like mentorship doesn't always mean sitting next to somebody and talking to them for hours on a weekly basis.
Right.
I gave value to him. I did Jab, 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 Right Hook musical book review. I did Ask Gary V. Anytime he said, hey, we need video questions for Ask Gary V, I sent one in, and that was it. I asked for it, and it was, he said yes.
Excellent. Amy, where can the viewers out there learn more about you? Where can they buy Vlog Like a Boss?
You need to go to vloglikeaboss.com to get the book, and just look for me on YouTube, Amy Schmittauer. Search Vlog Like a Boss.
Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe here on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to Amy as well, and we'll see you next time. Peace.